Nah, freaking good morning, ladies. Hey, good morning, gentlemen. Freaking, let's get to it, man. I'll tell you one of the most funniest quick in the chest of my life. Let's get straight to it. Lord have mercy. Oh my goodness. This zoom in. I was playing on the white pieces, and as you see, in chess, human emotion is the enemy of the objective truth. We look at the board. We see a king forfeited its right to castle. And this move, playing the Bongcloud. No, I did. Alright, I'm sorry. This is so funny. Alright, let me get back in. Alright, I forfeited its right to castle. Signed, and we immediately signed a narration. White is losing. White is cramped. White has failed. But the engine does not care about your narrative. The engine only cares about the math. Math wins. Black believed that they were simply winning into the opening. They relied on general principles rather than calculation and concretion of that. Both of them had a fundamental. There is both a fundamental role in both grandmaster play and engine architecture. You cannot evaluate a position while the board is on fire. Let's go to move 7, 8, 6, 7, and 8. And this is what we call quintessence. As the stick sticks, the board becomes quiet. The truth of the position does not exist in the middle of a tactical sequence. Pieces are hanging, and checks are available. The evaluation is a lie. You must calculate to bring that chaos into the position is completely quiet. So every threat is neutralized or executed. Black's not calculating from move 8. And they assumed their parental advantage would carry them. But while they were playing autopilot, I was calculating deep in the queue assessments. I wasn't looking at the king. I was looking at the geometry of the center of the board. So, let's do this. Let's start. I play the king's pawn opening. My opponent plays e6, playing for French defense. I go for e2, double on cloud. I immediately almost lose an advantage. My opponent plays d5, playing the French. I push pawn at f3, supporting the center, maintaining the set tension. My opponent plays c5. I move my king back to e1, losing the right to castle. My opponent goes back to c6. I go knight to c3, expect the tempo, and I revert my knight to the king's side of the board. And knight to edc2, my opponent goes e5. I don't really understand that move. My opponent go immediately go f4. Takes. No, my opponent should have taken the pawn right away. And I go pawn f3, supporting my center. Doing the reverse of what he was doing with the French, I used that pawn structure against him. My opponent takes. I take. My opponent puts his queen. So I immediately see, okay, I have a beautiful outpost right here. I was thinking knight 2 freaking, queen c7, freaking knight to d5, queen to d1, freaking, freaking pawn to g3, knight to f6, freaking bishop here, bishop to bishop to g, freaking, oh my goodness, what's this one? Bishop to g2, freaking, maybe this here to change the scoop, there, maybe, into, now, maybe freaking castles, freaking knight to, e2, then my opponent will probably go somewhere on the flank side of a pawn storm, or continue to maybe eventually go right here, or go here. I would simply go here, and then simply castle, and then simply try to artificially castle on this side of the board. But all these pieces are moved. Go here, rook here, Now it's basically my long-term plan. I had no idea this was going to work or not. So queen to c7. Let me go back and get to my notes. As you saw, freaking takes f4, resolving the central tension, clearing the bishop. Bishop f4 meaning less dynamic, but more practical, and more endpoint. My opponent immediately goes queen to queen to c7. I go queen to d2. Playing the active knight and preparing the front trap. g3 would have been passive defense. My opponent goes f6. So I immediately see two relative values of pieces. This piece's relative value is not developed. Now it's just like 1.5 out of 3. This is still like a 2. However, trading off this bishop would be amazing for myself because the French pawn structure is so messed up. And being able to trade off my theoretically bad bishop for their good bishop would be a perfect strike for myself. As I cross the line, then I go knight to d5, tap on the queen. My opponent would have either here or here. It makes more logical sense to go here to put a bad bishop. Or it is so. And then my opponent just blunders, and I take it. And he immediately resigns. The line that I came up with the rest with is let's do this. At move 12, the position was 5 o'clock. Forcing the hazards also the lane 9. Still next to true evaluation of real self. Black early advantage will it goes to white's calculation. What's the reality? Don't trust the hope, don't trust the calculation. Drill the sequence into the border spot. Then you will see the true calculation. Here's the key takeaway. The most profound lesson in this game is the static calculation. When minus 1.5 is absolutely nothing, but the position holds kinetic tempo. Playing the concept of pure destination search to your unit by SXE, navigate a cram, visually manipulating position by revealing a purely concrete calculation to the sequence without fail. Now, the calculation amount was 88.6% is the official metric. Non-engine architecture, getting from 86.3 to 86.6 in the bunch of continuity is massive. Opening phase is way heavily by positional energy, and in the bottom guarantees a steep initial penalty. Initial fear in the game to 89% accuracy in the middle game, and then actually give you essentially flat-minded, and 8% of the top engine choices from the smooth 6 auto. So an open penalty is simply outcalculating the cold out of engine very position. After Saw King into with the quality on floors of upgrade path forwards of recapture and strike, knight takes 7 execution. At 88% accuracy rate, the ultimate test ultimate with an average player playing King to finish the game with 40% accuracy. Bad, opening to the bad middle games. I proved that a stereotype of ability can isolate and open mistake, analyze it and play the rest of the game ruthlessly. Efficiency of the machine. As you saw, behold, was a calculated athletes. Move the king wandering the open air, stripping away his armor, mocking the ancients all the center, strange dreams of protest, the engine evaluation fails. Leading in the graphic of the large. They call them a meme, I call it vision. Our pieces of puddles and puddles pressed into a corner. It is cramped, arrogance, and rejection, but the restriction there is tension to the darkness of the folder, the geometry that arrogance cannot see. Black lose the air and falls thunder in the game of geography. They forget chess like that. So, this was the sequel that may have potentially most likely played, and simplified it to an endgame, and simply move from there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is me and Mike opening. I hope you guys like, comment, subscribe, share with somebody. And I hope you enjoyed something new. Shout out from Wisconsin giving me this idea. It was really fun to play the game. Bongcloud and lost against after last one. That we did not have a chance to find a straight one. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, enjoy it, share it with somebody, and this is the proof of it. 88.4% accuracy, 86 accuracy. Play it to the top. Top end move 4 times, top end move 3 times. I'm playing a slightly evaluated calculation. Only one mistake in one period. Think about that. Think about it. From this position, I came back from this position. Think about that. Come on. And but hope you guys seriously love you guys. Hey, I know I watch this video and it's not a contribution. I really do appreciate you all watching. Sincerely a lot.